Are you in control of your finances, or do they control you? It's a question that resonates with many of us. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the world of budgeting, a tool that can transform your financial life from a reactive mess into a proactive masterpiece. A well-crafted budget is more than a ledger of income and expenses. It's a roadmap to financial freedom, a beacon guiding you towards your financial goals. In this video, we'll walk you through the process of creating a detailed monthly budget. We'll start by setting financial goals, understanding your income, categorizing expenses, and tracking your spending. We'll then help you create a realistic budget, plan for emergencies, pay off debt, and even explore investment options. By the end of this video, you'll have a robust toolkit to take control of your finances like never before. So, buckle up and stay tuned to embark on a journey towards financial freedom. First, identify what you aspire to achieve financially. This is the foundation of your journey to financial freedom. You need to know where you're headed before you can plot a course to get there. Setting financial goals is like setting the destination in your GPS. It provides you a roadmap to follow that will guide you to your desired financial destination. These goals can be anything from saving for a vacation, buying a new car, or a long-term goal, like retirement. Let's look at short-term financial goals. These are typically goals you'd like to achieve within the next 1 to 2 years. It could be saving for a down payment on a house, paying off a specific debt, or building an emergency fund. On the other hand, long-term financial goals are those you aim to achieve in 5 years or more. This could be saving for your child's education, planning for a comfortable retirement, or even becoming a millionaire. The beauty of setting financial goals is that it gives your money a purpose. It's not just about saving or spending. It's about making strategic financial decisions that help you achieve these goals. And remember, your goals can and should be adjusted as your life and financial situation change. The key is to keep them realistic and achievable. So, take a moment. Think about what you want to achieve financially, and jot down your short-term and long-term financial goals. Remember, financial goals give your money a purpose. And that purpose is to help you achieve financial freedom. Now, let's talk about your income. Income is the fuel that fires up our financial engines. It's the first piece of the budgeting puzzle, and understanding it completely is crucial. When we say income, we mean all the money you bring in every month, not just your paycheck, but every single cent that finds its way into your pocket. So, what are the different sources of income? You might earn a salary or wages from your job. That's usually the first thing that comes to mind, but there's more to it. Perhaps you have a side gig or a freelance job that brings in extra cash. Maybe you earn interest on savings or investments. You might receive alimony, child support, or social security. Each of these is an income source, and each should be counted. Knowing your total monthly income is essential because it sets the boundary for your budget. You can't plan to spend more than you earn, at least not for long. So add up all your income sources. Be thorough. Be exact. This is the money you have available to meet your financial goals. Now, how can you maximize your income? You might think about asking for a raise, or maybe you're due for a promotion. If you have a hobby or a skill, consider turning it into a side hustle. Every extra dollar earned is another dollar towards achieving your financial goals. But remember, maximizing your income isn't just about earning more. It's also about making the most of what you already have. Are your savings sitting in a low-interest account? Perhaps they could be working harder for you in a high-interest savings account or an investment fund. And don't forget about tax planning. Understanding how to minimize your tax liability can also help maximize your take-home income. It's worth seeking advice from a tax professional to ensure you're not paying more tax than necessary. Lastly, remember that income isn't static, it changes. You might get a raise, you might lose a job, you might start a new side gig. That's why it's important to reassess your income regularly. Stay on top of changes and adjust your budget accordingly. Knowing your income is the foundation of your budget. It's the starting point on your journey to financial freedom, so take the time to understand your income. Count it, maximize it, and watch as your financial goals get closer with each passing month. Next, we need to categorize your expenses. To master your finances, it's essential to understand exactly where your money goes each month. And the best way to do this is to break down your expenses into categories and subcategories. This categorization is more than just a simple listing. It's a strategic approach to keep your financial life organized and clear. Let's start with the major categories. These typically include housing, food, transportation, health, personal and discretionary expenses, savings, and debt repayment. Housing, for instance, isn't just about your rent or mortgage. It also encompasses utilities, maintenance, and homeowners or renters insurance. Similarly, the food category includes groceries, dining out, takeout, and coffee runs. Transportation, another significant expense for most people, includes car payments, gas, maintenance, insurance, and public transportation costs. Health-related expenditures might include health insurance premiums, medicines, and out-of-pocket medical costs. Personal and discretionary expenses are a broad category that encompasses everything from clothing and personal care items to entertainment and vacations. Savings and debt repayment are also important categories. The savings category might include contributions to retirement accounts, emergency funds, or other savings goals. The debt repayment category, on the other hand, will include payments on credit cards, student loans, car loans, or any other debts you might have. Now, within these major categories, you can break things down further into subcategories. For instance, under food, you could have subcategories for groceries, dining out, and coffee. Under transportation, you could have subcategories for car payments, gas, and maintenance. This level of detail is not about making things complicated. Instead, it's about gaining a clearer understanding of where your money is going so you can make informed decisions about your spending. The key to effective expense categorization is being detailed and consistent. Be meticulous about recording your expenses in their appropriate categories and subcategories. This will give you a more accurate picture of your spending habits, help you identify areas where you could potentially cut back, and ultimately, enable you to better manage your finances. Think of this process as a financial map, charting out the terrain of your monetary landscape. The more detailed your map, the better equipped you'll be to navigate towards your financial goals. Categorizing your expenses gives you a clear picture of where your money is going. And with this clarity, you'll be one step closer to mastering your finances and achieving financial freedom. Now, let's dive into tracking your spending. Once you've categorized your expenses, it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty of spending tracking. Keeping a watchful eye on where your money flows is an integral part of mastering your finances. It's like being the detective of your own financial mystery, piecing together the clues to unveil the big picture. One way to track your spending is through the good old-fashioned pen and paper method. It's simple, straightforward, and doesn't require any fancy tech. Just jot down your daily expenses and categorize them accordingly. But remember, the key is consistency. It's like brushing your teeth. You need to do it every day for it to be effective. Another method is using a spreadsheet. It's a bit more sophisticated and allows you to easily calculate totals and averages. You can create columns for different categories and rows for each day of the month. This gives you a visual representation of your spending habits over time. For the tech-savvy among us, there are numerous apps designed specifically for expense tracking. They offer convenience, as you can log your expenses on the go. Some even allow you to link your bank account for automatic tracking. They do the hard work for you, categorizing and visualizing your spending in easy-to-understand graphs and charts. Regardless of the method you choose, the goal is to make tracking a routine. It's like keeping a food diary when you're trying to lose weight. You become more conscious of what you're consuming, or in this case, spending. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns, identify problem areas, and find opportunities for savings. In tracking your spending, you're not just observing your habits, you're actively participating in shaping your financial future. It's a powerful tool that gives you control over your money, helping you make informed decisions and stay on track with your financial goals. And that's the beauty of tracking your spending. It's not about depriving yourself, but about understanding where your money goes and making sure it aligns with your priorities. Remember, what's measured is managed. It's time to create a budget that works for you. A budget isn't just a piece of paper with numbers on it or a spreadsheet on your computer. It's a reflection of your life, your goals, and your choices. So, let's dive in and discover how to create a budget that's as unique as you are. First, let's revisit your income and expenses. Remember those categories we talked about earlier? They're about to come in handy. Start by listing your income at the top, then follow with your expenses, broken down by category. This includes everything, from your rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and transportation, to discretionary expenses like dining out, entertainment, and personal care. Once you have these numbers in front of you, it's time to do some math. Subtract your total expenses from your total income. What you're left with is your net income. This is the money you have available to put towards your financial goals. If you're spending more than you're earning, you'll need to revisit your expenses and see where you can make cuts. Now here's where things get personal. Your budget needs to align with your lifestyle and your financial goals. If you're a foodie who loves to cook at home, your grocery budget might be higher than someone who eats out regularly. If you're saving for a house, you might choose to cut back on vacations or other non-essential expenses. The key is to make your budget work for you, not the other way around. But remember, a budget isn't set in stone. It's a living, breathing document that should evolve with you. As your income changes or your goals shift, your budget should reflect those changes. Regularly review and adjust your budget to make sure it's still serving you well. And here's a pro tip. Be realistic. If your budget is too restrictive, you're setting yourself up for failure. It's okay to budget for fun, for treats, for the unexpected. Life happens, and your budget should be able to accommodate that. So, there you have it. Creating a realistic budget isn't about penny pinching or deprivation. It's about understanding your money, making conscious decisions, and aligning your spending with your values and goals. It's about taking control of your finances instead of letting them control you. A realistic budget is your key to financial freedom. So, roll up your sleeves, grab a calculator, and start mapping out your financial future. Remember, the journey to financial freedom isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And with a budget that works for you, you're already on the right track. We've covered a lot today, so let's summarize. We embarked on a journey to master our finances, starting with the crucial first step of setting financial goals. These goals, both short-term and long-term, serve as the compass guiding our financial decisions, helping us navigate towards a future of financial freedom. We then moved on to income assessment, a thorough understanding of our earnings. By breaking down our income sources and identifying ways to maximize them, we gain control over our financial inflow, which is half the battle in managing our money effectively. Our next stop was expense categorization. By organizing our expenses into distinct categories, we create a clear picture of where our money is going. This clarity fosters better decision-making, enabling us to prioritize our spending in a way that aligns with our financial goals. Subsequently, we delved into tracking our spending. Keeping a close eye on our daily, weekly, and monthly expenditures is like having a financial watchdog, constantly alert to any discrepancies or excesses. This vigilance ensures that our spending habits align with our budgeting plan. Finally, we tackled the task of creating a realistic budget, a blueprint for our financial journey. This budget, tailored to our unique financial goals and lifestyle, sets the stage for disciplined spending and saving. It's our roadmap to financial freedom, showing us the way forward, one month at a time. Each of these steps, though demanding in their own right, contribute to a comprehensive budgeting guide that equips us with the tools to take control of our financial destiny. The benefits of following this guide are manifold, from increased savings and debt reduction to financial security and independence. Congratulations on taking the first step towards mastering your finances. Remember, the journey to financial freedom begins with a single step. As you move forward, continue to review and adjust your budget as needed, and always keep your financial goals in sight. Here's to a future of financial freedom and prosperity. Let's take a moment to quickly recap what we've learned today. Budgeting, as we've seen, is a key tool in managing our finances. It's a process that starts with setting clear financial goals. These goals, whether they're short or long-term, serve as the guiding light in our financial journey, helping us make informed decisions that align with our future aspirations. Next, we delved into an understanding of our income, taking stock of our earnings, and identifying ways to maximize them. Remember, gaining control over our financial inflow is half the battle in managing our money effectively. We then moved on to categorizing our expenses. By organizing our spending into distinct categories, we've created a clear picture of where our money is going. This clarity is critical in making better financial decisions, allowing us to prioritize our spending in a way that aligns with our financial goals. Keeping a close eye on our spending by tracking it daily, weekly, and monthly acts as a financial watchdog, keeping us alert to any discrepancies or excesses. This vigilance ensures that our spending habits align with our budgeting plan. Lastly, we crafted a realistic budget, a blueprint for our financial journey. This budget, tailored to our unique financial goals and lifestyle, sets the stage for disciplined spending and saving. It's our roadmap to financial freedom, guiding us forward, one month at a time. Each of these steps contributes to a comprehensive budgeting guide that equips us with the tools to take control of our financial destiny. The benefits of following this guide are manifold, from increased savings and debt reduction to financial security and independence. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos about financial freedom. Remember, the journey to financial freedom begins with a single step. As you move forward, continue to review and adjust your budget as needed, and always keep your financial goals in sight. Here's to mastering your finances.